morning and good afternoon, good evening. It's Monday the, what is it, the 6th. I've got my extra top on at the moment, but hoping that we'll get ourselves really pumped and warmed up this morning. Well done for completing last week, you did absolutely amazing. Some of you are still catching up, which is absolutely brilliant as well. And then this week we will be doing the same schedule as last week with maybe slightly different moves. But yeah, welcome back. I'm feeling a bit nippy. So I'm going to wait for people to come on the live. My phone has let me do it horizontally again. So strange. If you haven't got a kettlebell, then a dumbbell you can use. But I haven't heard that any of you, I think most of you are using what you need to be using, so that's good. So if I'm taking a few minutes here and you're doing it on replay, then you can get yourself sorted at the same time, start getting warmed up. I need to get moving. Where are you? I know I've seen quite a lot of people popping into the group already and done last Mondays, which is great. That can work really well actually if people like to do the week before, because they get up and do them straight away. Oh, jump. Oh, there's a little bit of rainbow out there. Sorry, someone's walking past. Come on. Okay, I'll just give it one more minute, and if then people haven't popped on, then I'll just get on with it. It's alright, I got freezing cold hands. This is my gorgeous Roxy. She's my real life teddy bear or teddy dog. You're cold, aren't you? It's a bit fresh today. Right, enough of all these cuddles. Let's get warmed up, shall we, Rox? You gonna do your downward dogs? Or are you gonna chill out for a bit? Okay. So let's get kicking up. So kick up the heels, roll the shoulders back and down. So we want to set up that posture really nicely. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. That feels good. Bringing those knees up, we can reach and pull up as well. Let's get everything loosened up. Just get things moving a bit. Side lunge, reaching out, hand inside the leg. It's a really nice deep stretch. Good, and then bringing those knees in. So we're concentrating on the lower body today, our glutes, our hamstrings, some calf action I'm going to throw in there as well. And the abs will be firing up too, so I will remind you to do so. Let's crack on, shall we? Hopefully I'll be able to strip off in a minute when I get warm. It's amazing how quickly we do warm up with the kettlebells, isn't it? So 50 seconds on, 10-second rest. Good morning. Hey Katie, all right? Right, I'm going to get cracking with it. I've done a warm up. We're going to start with some swings. We need to get moving. So weight inside the leg, roll the shoulders back and down, feet fairly wide apart, through the legs and squeeze your bottom. I hope it was alright to find me this morning. I tried to come on early, so fingers crossed it was. So this is great for getting that heart rate up and firing up that bottom as well. Hope you had a good weekend. Did you get out and have some walks or things? We were up in Bristol for a friend's wedding. It was very low key, it was really nice, just round at their house for the party. So that was lovely, seeing lots of old friends, stayed in a really hot, stuffy hotel room. I hate them being so hot. And then we had some gardening work to do up there as well, and various other things. So It was a good weekend, it was fun. Okay, side lunge. So this time we go to the side. We did these last week. Really good for straightening up this area here. Roll the shoulders back and down. Push back, down, push back. Good. Excuse me. Good. Pop it down. Have a little bit of active rest if you like. I want it to feel like I want it to be warm, so I'm got up for a little bit of active rest, and it is just literally doing a little bit of movement on the spot. It feels quite nice. So we're going to take it over to the left, roll the shoulders back and down. Off to the left, deep lunge, push back. Where do all of you newbies live as well? I don't know everyone yet, so do let me know where you actually live. Because where we were up in Bristol at the weekend, it's so much easier to get loads of steps in, isn't it? Because you just walk everywhere. And I must have, we had to go around IKEA 3 times. Because we came out and it's actually tipping it down, so we had to go back around for an umbrella, and then all the way back I had to pop in there for something else. So I ended up doing, I must have done about 10,000 steps around IKEA in Bristol. Good, pop it down. Again, active rest if you want to. It's up to you. If you need to have a breather, that's absolutely fine. Not cheating. Right, we're going to go into Russian deadlift. These are fantastic for really getting into the bottom area. And we'll do some sort of alterations with it as well. So we might do a few in a row. Toes forward, so a little bit narrow for this. The weight is sliding on the leg, stretching the hamstrings, so really lengthening this, and then squeeze into your bottom. Just make sure that those shoulders stay back and down so you're not rounding off. You want a lovely flat back, tummy is pulled in. Squeeze it up. I'll show you from the side. I do try and wear bright clothes, but it's too cold to take this off at the moment. Squeeze it up. Stretchy, stretchy, stretchy. Do not have the weight out in front, otherwise that's your lower back. Good, have a rest. Pop it down. As you notice, I went to a heavier weight for that. Because you're not flinging it around, you can really load up those muscles, okay? They can cope with a decent amount. So, this time I'm going to take it a bit lower if you're happy to. You don't have to, but if you can, take your feet a little bit wider, which will give you then that depth. Again, the weight's inside the leg now. And you just come to where you can and then squeeze. Okay, so stretch, 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 keeping it inside the feet and squeeze. And you go where you want to with that. If you can only get to here, that's great, that's still brilliant, and you really squeeze that bottom at the top. If you want to go a bit deeper and you've got that flexibility, then do. Tummy pulled in. Whew, feeling those. Good, pop it down. Have a little breather. This time we're going to do a Russian deadlift, but it's going to be the pulsing phase. So pulsing is fantastic for really overworking the muscles. Okay, toes forward. So you're here, and then it's just like that. I will just take my top off now, so I'll shine out a bit more. Caroline, good morning. Anna Elizabeth, good morning. I think we're going to have to do some hardcore moves to get warmed up. Okay, so it's that little pulse. Can you feel it? You should be able to activate your pelvic floor as well. Tummy's pulled in, the weight's sliding up and down the legs, it's not out front. Your back feels really nice and supported. There should be no pressure on that lower back. Toes forward, and you're squeezing those bottoms. Wakey, wakey bottoms. Good, pop it down. Okay, this one and maybe I'll go up to the other one. So feet nice and wide. Going to go into squat mode. We didn't do squats last week, did we? And a squat, so we go for a sumo squat with our toes out fairly wide, probably wider than the hips, and then squeeze into your glutes. Really gets the glutes working here. So it's good, and you get the range. So come down to wherever you feel comfortable, and then don't forget to really squeeze those butt cheeks. So you lower slowly and then squeeze and activate. Okay, but it's working because you're going down slowly, it's working both phases, down and up. Nice flat back. Next, in line with the spine as always. Squeeze it up, good. Pop it down. This time we're going to go down for 3, so 1, 2, 3, and up for 1, okay? So again, back into that sumo style squat, okay? It really helps to stop the knees coming together as well when you do these ones, and you can get the range. So knees open, 1, 2, 3, squeeze it up, good. 1, 2, 3, squeeze it up. I'll just show you from the side. So it's like you're sitting back down. If you're going to try and sit on the toilet, all functional moves here. I'm going to make sure that you can get up and down off the toilet until you're in your hundreds. Tummy pulled in, good, and squeeze. If you need to reset the shoulders, then do so. Sometimes they start to round off, open them back out again. Holding that kettlebell quite wide with the hand grips, if possible, that helps to keep the shoulders nice and neutral. Right, let's go back in for a swing. Let's get that heart rate up again. Squeeze that bottom. Kettlebell is a brilliant one. I think I said this last week. To do on a Monday because it kind of wakes you up, gets you going, doesn't it? Biggest muscle groups as well, the lower half of your body. So it's a really good one to get cracking. I woke up feeling quite sluggish this morning, but safe to say I'm feeling pretty good now. This is why Monday, I would say, is the most important workout to do. It just sets you up for then completing the rest of the week. Starts you on a fresh, doesn't it? Really good one mentally to make sure that you nail whatever time of day that you do it. Whew, get that breath back. Let's repeat off to the side, to the right. Roll the shoulders back and down. I think I haven't been doing all active rest in between. If you want to, keep going. I will again in a minute. I'd just forgotten about it. Oh dear. I think I'm gearing up for my period. It's coming. I've been feeling so feisty at the weekend. Oh dear. It's, yeah, really high energy. Feisty high energy. Poor people around me. So next door to us in the hotel, there's some guys in there making like a racket, and I was like, oh, that's not on. I've got, my daughters here. So anyway, I went and complained to the staff, and they were brilliant. They went straight round there and I told them to be quiet. Although they didn't really quieten down, it was slightly improved. Okay, let's go to the left. Ready? Oh, I didn't do active rest again. Too much chit chat. Okay, so let's really think about what muscles we're working here. I can feel it activating under the bum, in the thigh, and out of thigh as well, into the glutes. So, a really useful move, this one. Is that tummy pulled in? Do you need to pull your shoulders back and down? If you ever feel it pulling on your neck at all, then I would reset those shoulders. Make sure your neck's in line with the spine so it's not too tipped over. Looking down. Good, can you take it a bit deeper? Ooh. Oh yes, I never remembered what I wanted to do. I'll do that in a sec. Okay, let's have some active rest. Just move it around, have a bit of fun. Shake those sillies out. Shake the stresses out. Okay, So this I'm going to go to a sumo squat. So your feet out nice and wide, toes out slightly. You are going to squat down and you're going to stay there. You're going to lift onto the toe on the right, come down, onto the left, come down, and then squeeze it up, okay? Again, make sure those shoulders back and down, up into that calf muscle, into that one, squeeze it up, good. Can you go a bit lower? Test that range. And just watch those ankles aren't rolling, so be in control. Just take it slow, we're not rushing this. Quite feeling that. That's horrid. I'd forgotten how horrible these are, but in a good way. Good, shake it all out. Oh, I feel really jolly. I obviously release some serotonin there, which is good. Let's do that again. Make sure that we have activated those calves sufficiently. Squeeze it up, go a bit low if you can. Flat back, weight stays inside the leg, not out in front. Squeeze it really hard. I haven't heard that anyone's been aching so ridiculously that they can't move. But one lovely lady posted me her measurements for last week, just last week alone. And it's safe to say there's a huge amount of reductions. Absolutely brilliant. Loads off the waist, loads off the hips. Just everywhere that you usually want to see it gone. And that's just from adding in those workouts. So just goes to show how great they are. Whew, active rest. Okay, Russian deadlift. Just come this way. So tummy pulled in, weights on the legs. Stretch, 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 and squeeze. Toes are forward for this. Neck's neutral. Really, really squeeze it under, tuck that bottom under, tucking the pelvis under here. Again, if you feel it in your back, you've got that weight away from your body, okay? Needs to be rubbing up and down. That's why lycra leggings are perfect. Slide up and down really nicely. Squeeze that bum. Good, pop it down. Just relax the shoulders, maybe free them up a little bit in case there's tension building. Let's go back for a swing. Get that heart rate up again. Squeeze that bottom. So it's all about that tilt. Just so you come out, squeeze, out, squeeze. I felt like I was doing a dance move then. Okay, activate that bottom. Toes are turned out. Weight stays close to the body. It's the momentum of the lower body where that causing that weight to swing. Oh, I'll do a squat rocker with you next as well. That's quite a nice move. Good, keep it coming, ladies. Doing amazing. Good, pop it down. Move around. I'm hoping I can hold out having a week. Jumping around's not great. I sort of thought I needed to go before. I haven't done that for ages. I've had to nip off. I'll try not to. Okay, squat rockers. So you're in a nice sumo style squat position. You squat down and it's a swing motion. So you go swing, swing, and then squeeze the bottom. Okay, so swing, shoulders come back and down. It's like a pendulum motion. It's really nice. Squeeze that bum. Rock, rock, lovely. Straight back. Neck's in line. Tummy's pulled in. Pelvic floor is activating. Good, and rest. Well done. Very nearly there. Whew. What should we do? I quite about those squats with a calf raise? Let's go back into those then. So toes out again wide. So sorry, come down, squat down, lift into the heel, squeeze back up. I think you're going to feel this one tomorrow, ladies. We've gone quite hard today. I feel like it's harder than last week, but I might be wrong. We will see. I'll tell you what really kicks those muscle aches in, is those holding positions. So you're using that body weight and the resistance really to create that tension in the muscles, which obviously helps them to get stronger. Shake it off. 2 more moves. What should we do? Let's go in for a Russian deadlift and then we'll do a pulse to finish, I think. So I'm going back to my heavy one, just to really finish myself off. Roll the shoulders back and down. Knees are forward. Sorry, toes are forward. Don't let those knees knock together, okay? It's taking your knees out of line with your hips. We don't want knees coming together. Squeeze that bottom. Is everything pulled in? Are you sliding it on the legs? Really squeezing it now. Don't have to go that deep with it. Really activate everything here, pelvic floor, everything, and squeeze. Good, and put it down. This time we'll do a pulse. Let's make this the last one. Woo! And then it's stretched down. Okay, toes forward. So here, pulse, pulse, little movement. Keeping the shoulders back and down. Just into the hamstrings, into the bit under the bottom, into the bum, into the pelvic floor. Abs pulled in. Good, really good. I definitely felt Dawn's Pilates over the weekend. It was really nice to feel like my deep down stomach muscles. That's what we want to hit. Not just the superficial muscles, we want to get deep down into those muscles. There's lots of layers to our muscles. We don't just want the ones that make us look good. We need to keep we want the functional ones as well, where it keeps our joints and everything nice and protected and safe. So just know that we're basically trying to have every inch of your body this week. Good. Okay. Well done. Really good. How was that? Let me know how you got on. Let me know what weight you're using. I'm just going to move these out of the way and then we can do a nice stretch. So I think it'd be useful to get down onto the mat so we can do some nice deep stretches on the hips and groin and back, just to release off anything. There. Okay. Well, I've just kind of gone into a child pose mode, so I think perhaps we'll start with that. So either have your knees together or knees open. It's up to you. We could start with them together for this one. And just come down to where you can. Just keep that, just looking down, okay? So you're not putting any tension. So you're lengthening out your back into the shoulders, the arms, and you should feel it stretching into the back. A nice lower back stretch into the groin underneath. It's a good one. And it's proven to really calm your nervous system, so it's a great one to do if you're feeling a bit worked up about anything. And the breath now should be nice and deep and much slower in through your nose, letting out any last bits of stress or anxieties through your mouth. So breathing in. Taking that breath down into your stomach as well, okay? Really thinking about getting deep breathing going on throughout the day as well. I think a lot of us are really not aware of our breathing and it can be quite shallow, which is not very calming.
nearly every time I do breathe really deeply, focusing on getting it really deep into my diaphragm, I can usually get my tummy to start gurgling, and it just really activates your digestive system. So if you're someone that struggles with things like that, bloating, indigestion, IBS, all those sort of things, then doing this kind of breath work is really helpful. So if you carry your stress in your stomach, then your digestive system can go out of whack quite easily. So just something to think about. Oh God, that's so good, isn't it? Let's go to a pigeon now, actually. So this releases any tension in those hips. Come down to wherever you feel comfortable. You might only be able to get to here, and that's absolutely fine. You should be feeling like quite a deep stretch everywhere. If you want to come down a little bit more, then you can. I quite like stacking my arms and putting my forehead there. That feels good. Again, don't forget to do those lovely, deep, relaxing breaths. So whatever time of day you're doing this, it's really nice to set you into a calm mode after really firing everything up, working hard. That helps those muscles to relax as well. So other side when you're ready. Really, really nice. I'm going to do one more because I just feel like my shoulders want to be pulled back and down. So I'm just going to pull my shoulders back, clasp my hands, and pull away from my body, looking up. Oh, that's so nice. Brilliant. Right, I am desperate for a toilet now. It's a miracle that I survived. Hey Anne-Marie, how are you doing? Lovely to see you on the live. Let me know if you've done the workout, how you got on with it all. I really, really love all the feedback that you give, where you're at with it all. So well done, ladies. It's fab. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to work our upper back. No, we're not. We're going to work our chest and triceps tomorrow. Take care.